You don't mold people into what you want them to be. That's not your responsibility. I'm not Bob the Builder. I'm not building these niggas. No. We don't look like building a nigga. No, absolutely not.
Hurt people hurt other people.
Exactly. So like, but in the fact that they hurt other people, that means that they get off on it. They enjoy that.
Yeah, there's people like that. I never understand that.
Oh, those are demons. Those aren't people.
There's demons?
Yeah, those aren't humans at all. Those are fucking demons. Yeah. Not human. Void of all emotions. Those aren't real humans.
We have a special guest today.
Oh my God.
Her name is Aunty Kerra.
Mm.
We're going to be discussing life, a lot of interesting topics, interesting conversations. The main thing we're going to talk about is mental health. Ways to improve it, how to recognize that there's a problem, what steps you should take to improve it. If you need help, get help, and so on and so forth. So, Miss Kerra, can you introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Kerra, but everybody calls me Auntie. It's very interesting that we're going to talk about mental health because I am unhinged. So get ready for this shit. It's going to be very interesting. Very interesting, honey.
Unhinged. Let's expound on that.
I have a habit of saying my intrusive thoughts out loud. I don't know. I believe in being very authentic in a world that is full of cookie curated people. I enjoy just being myself. Plus the shock value on people's face when I say things. It's so entertaining because nobody expects me to say the things that I say. So it's always fun.
Give us a scenario where you will think something out loud and say it, and everybody will be surprised.
I was talking to this guy, and he, on my dating profile, I have that I can either be your dream girl or your favorite nightmare. And he asked me, what did that mean? And I told him, being the dream girl is natural. You're either going to love me for who I am, my complexities, my nuances. But if you lose access to me 20 years from now, when you are having polite sex with your wife, your body is going to long for me. That's what makes me the favorite nightmare. So, yeah.
What kind of nightmare is that?
Guys, for men, when you lose the woman that you really wanted and you knew you weren't capable of keeping her, we turn into little nightmares. You're going to think of us at all times, and I had that effect on people.
Is that something that naturally happened, or like?
Yeah.
But why though? Like, why you got to be a nightmare?
I don't know, because why would you fuck up a situation with a woman who is essentially everything that you've prayed for and you've wanted? Why would you fuck that up? You deserve this nightmare. You deserve this type of torment.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
You do. You can't say that, I want this woman who's very loving, she's kind, she is supportive, all of these things. Then you get her and you're like, you know what? I don't know what to do with this bitch. So you just ruin it. So you deserve to live in a torturous nightmare in your love life.
I think sometimes too, some guys, they bite off more than they can chew.
Oh, absolutely. All the time.
I think it go both ways. What you think?
Yeah. Oh, that's a people thing. People think they want something, and then when they get it, they realize either they don't want it or they're not capable of keeping it in their life. They don't know how to love what they wanted in their life, because you can't have a good thing come into your life and then you treat it like shit. That's simply just not how the universe works.
True.
So
true.
A lot of people, they forget the part where they need to focus on building themselves and making sure that they're the person that actually is going to be wanted by what they're praying for. Because the thing that you pray for, the person that you pray for, she comes into your life, but you ain't shit. You really think this woman is going to stay? No, you need to be beneficial to her also. Like, she's not a toy. Like, I'm an actual human being. I want things too. And I'm not the type of woman that's going to pour into you and I get nothing in return. Absolutely not. You're going to do the pouring first, and then I'll fulfill your needs also. But best believe you're going to have to give to me exactly what I give to you.
What? Why does he have to do the pouring first?
Because I like leaders. I'm the eldest daughter of my family.
Okay.
I have been leading since birth. Okay. I don't want to do that in a romantic relationship. I would prefer he does that. And he doesn't have to do it for every aspect. No, freaky shit, that's me. But in the other aspects, I do prefer him to actually lead. And as a leader, you take initiative. You go out first. So yeah,
Mm.
that's what
I
I think.
see. I
That's what I
see.
prefer.
Have you ever had that before in your life, like an experience where you actually have that in a relationship, or you never had that?
Yeah, the men that I talk to, I vet them to make sure that they are actual leaders. And if they're not, I just don't deal with them anymore. So yeah.
What do you look for? Like, what type of
Um,
signs do you look for? Things.
the type of life that he lives. Because anyone can tell you, oh yeah, I'm a leader, I'm do this, I'm do that. But when you look at the life that he's lived, if he hasn't been a leader in his life, he's not going to be a leader romantically for me.
So you're saying like he has to be in his life so you can see it
Mm-hmm.
that for you to actually take him serious.
Because if you have a conversation with a person and they tell you that everything bad that has happened to them or their struggles, if they blame it on someone else, and if they don't have solutions where they've worked around it to overcome it, that's not a leader.
What is your definition of a leader?
A leader is a person, to me, well, the type of leader that I am, I make sure that my team is good. I don't need to just stand out front and like, oh yeah, I'm that nigga. No, I make sure that the people that are a part of my team, that are a part of my life, that they are loved and cared for. In that aspect, they would be able to help build what we're moving towards because it takes an actual team to do it. I'm just the one that puts the plans together.
Got you. Most like an administrator. You put all the little loose ends together and
Exactly.
make it
I'm the
work.
one that creates the map for us to go down. And I'm going to take input from everyone else, but I make the final decision combined with everyone else's input to be able to create the map on where we actually go.
Good idea. I like that. I like that. That definitely resonate and makes sense. Also, now when it comes to dating and mental health, what are your thoughts on that?
Um, I'm almost 40, so I don't expect for people to be healed, but you definitely need to be very, very far on your healing journey. You need to have been in therapy. You need to actively be in therapy. I don't do I can just talk to my boys.
Why not? Why you can't talk to your
Because your boys
boys?
are just as stupid as you are. What the hell? They're
What
not
you
going to
mean?
assist you in this.
Not all boys are stupid.
No, not all boys are stupid. However, he is not clinically trained to give you the tools to be able to overcome or be able to handle hardships in your life. They can't. Your homeboy can't do that.
What if your homeboy got some knowledge and some wisdom
If
and he want to
he
share that with
is
you?
not a trained, degreed psychologist or therapist, that nigga can't tell you nothing.
So you prefer to go to actually a psychology or therapist?
Yes, you need to actually go to a therapist because if you look online, social media, everyone has these little one-liner hits and they sound good. Like, oh, make sure that you do self-care, make sure that you follow your dreams, stuff like that. Sounds amazing. But that does not give you the tools on how to do these things. That is what your homeboy is going to do. He's going to give you dope one-liners like, oh, my nigga, you got this. But he's not going to give you the tools on how to actually go about this mission or this process in order to heal and be a better person. They can't give you that because they're not trained.
So you're saying that like you wanted to go a little bit more in depth with the actual
Yes.
certified.
Because that's what people, especially in our community, people think that therapists are going to basically tell you what to do. That's not what they do. Therapists listen to you and help you unpack things that have happened in your life, and they give you the tools on how to move forward, how to heal from that, or how to deal with it. That's what they give you. They simply are giving you tools. It's your job to do the work. And that's why a lot of people don't want to go to therapy because they don't want to do the work because this shit is hard. And you have to be very self-aware in order to go through this healing process. So I'm not going to be with someone who isn't self-aware enough to know They have some areas that they need to actually work on. What they're doing is toxic. What they're doing is harmful to me. I'm not going to be with someone like that because I wouldn't do that to them.
So you're saying like they must go to therapy, or
Yes.
what if they don't want to go to therapy?
Then I don't want him. Because what is your excuse for not going to therapy? Like it's not like they're going to.
They do have people that don't believe in therapy.
Yeah, I just wouldn't date those people. That's cool.
You just leave them alone.
Yeah, that's cool. You can not go to therapy. You don't have to believe in anything. Like you just won't be my man. That's what I'm saying. That's it. Like I'm cool with that. Like I think that is a huge issue in the dating scene. Is that instead of people dating what they want, who they want, they go for whatever is available or whatever they are really attracted to, and they think they can mold that person to be what they want. That's a whole human being. Okay. It's not dough. That's a human. So you can't mold them into what you want them to. You're not their father. You're a romantic partner, which is something people don't fully grasp right now, which is really odd to me because.
So if you can mold them, what can you do? Like what terms would you use to describe that?
Love them, support them. You don't mold people into what you want them to be. That's not your responsibility. I'm not Bob the Builder. I'm not building these niggas. No. We don't look like building a nigga. No, absolutely not. I'm not going to build these men. No. No. And I don't expect for you to build me either. Like, I am who I am. Like, I've worked really hard to be the type of woman that I am, to make sure that I'm healed, to see my blind spots, to be self-aware, to be able to see outside of myself, because in society, that's what a lot of people lack. They're not able to see outside of themselves.
Do you have any advice on that? Like for people to be more aware, as you said, to see outside of themselves? Like what would you recommend?
Well, I'm not sponsored for this, but what I would say, the way that I go about it is whenever I come across a situation, let's say that if you and me get into an argument, I'm not going to immediately start to blame you and pick out your faults. I'm going to first look at everything that I said to you, make sure that I didn't say something fucked up and I didn't cause this rift. Once I've gone through that, then I can start to look at you. People immediately just start to go to the other person. They immediately want to attack you because you're making them uncomfortable. No, I know who I am. I enjoy being by myself. I am fucking hilarious, okay?
By yourself.
Honey, I be having a time in my house by myself.
Give me an example of you being hilarious by yourself.
You know that I'm hilarious. You sit next to me at work. You laugh all the damn time. Sit next to me. You know I'm hilarious. But no, when I'm at the house, I'm just like, what was it? It was something I said to myself the other day. And I'm watching this new show on Apple TV called Camp Fear. I think that's what it is.
Okay.
It's amazing. You should watch it. Oh, it's so good. And it's basically, it kind of teeters on demonic energy, like what people will do evil when they want to get back at you, when they want revenge.
Okay.
The extents they would go through.
Yeah.
I always say when dating, if you cheat on me, cool, that's fine. We go on about our business. We're just not meant for each other. But if you do some foul shit,
like
if you go and this is gonna be very dark, but if I find out like I'm serious, because you got to do some real shit for me to really like go left.
Okay.
But if I find out that you are abusive to other women, if I found out like you've been hurting children, now I'm going to burn the house down with you inside.
Oh, Jesus. Okay? Not that.
Listen to me closely. I will burn all of this shit down. Thank you.
Yeah. Bless your heart.
Yeah. Like it has to be that type of level because I just like cheating on me. That's fine. You're not meant for me because I don't forgive cheating, but I'm not going to ruin your life or crash out on you. No, I have shit to lose. You really think I'm finna lose my shit for the nigga?
You're not gonna do that.
Absolutely not. Give two shits about that? No. But if you do something that's really, really harmful, like demonic behavior.
Mm-hmm. God damn. I'm gonna say a prayer for you tonight. Gotta say a word.
I mean, just don't pray for me specifically.
But
just,
you gonna burn the goddamn house down.
just pray that we don't have a purge anytime soon, because
This is gonna be your excuse.
a lot of
You're
this
gonna use that for
a lot of them are not gonna make it. A lot of motherfuckers are not gonna make it with me if we go through a purge.
Yeah, that would be wild.
Not going
That
to
would be
make
wild.
it.
I know they got a lot of people out there that's crazy enough to want something like that to happen, so they can do all the crazy stuff they ever wanted to do in their entire life.
I'm gonna do a cleansing. That's what mine is gonna be. Cleansing.
I'm gonna do a cleansing.
Yeah. Only the bad people have to worry about me, because I've never wanted to be a hero.
Superhero.
No, I've always enjoyed being the villain, because when you listen to villains' origin stories,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of this shit makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, it makes sense why they are the way they are. They're going about it wrong sometimes, but it makes sense. So if I have to go out there and fend for the people, evil niggas is gonna be the ones that I take care of. Those are gonna be the ones that go first. Like, if you're a good person, you have nothing to be concerned about.
Have you seen the Joker story?
Yes,
That movie?
Mhm.
That's what that reminds me of.
I know.
Because he was never that person
Mhm.
because of his experience and circumstances.
I know.
He became that way.
I resonate with Bane quite a
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
'Cause I
It's a
was-
good movie too. Though.
I know. 'Cause I was
It's sad as
molded in
hell too,
darkness.
though.
I was molded by the darkness.
Oh no, we
So
gotta get you out the darkness.
I relate to that nigga. It's too late. Do you not see my skin color?
We gotta give you all the light we can.
No.
I probably should have put the light brighter.
No. 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 We are perfect.
We gotta help you get out of the goddamn darkness.
No. It's not necessary. I like being here. This is very comfortable. Okay.
Yeah.
This is where I operate from. It's just I'm very bubbly and kind. Nobody can see the darkness.
Okay, I see. That's like your frequency.
Until you provoke me, you don't
Ah.
see that side of me unless I'm provoked. And it's very rare that side comes out.
Gotcha.
That's why I used to have anger problems when I was a kid.
Yeah, I remember you say that.
It's been a lot of work. I'm very proud of myself for that.
Well, that's good. And you're still working on yourself. That's really good.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I wish more people could do that instead of hurting other people because of what they've been through.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But please understand, talk to me nice though. I'm not fully healed. Talk to me nice.
Talk to her nice and she'll be nice to you.
Exactly.
Awesome.
So easy to do.
What are some of the ways that you think, especially in the Black community, with mental health? What are some ideas or some of the resolution that you think that will help to improve mental health in the Black community?
Well, it's layered because we have to look at what has been ingrained into us.
Mm-hmm.
Because if we look at eugenics,
Mm-hmm.
the trauma that our ancestors have been through, that came down the bloodline.
True.
That's literally a part of who we are. So we have to be able to unpack years, centuries of trauma, of pain, of being dehumanized, of them literally eating us.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
wild.
That's a very real thing. They used us to make furniture. They used our skin to make furnitures. They would use our teeth as dentures for themselves.
Yeah.
So those horrific things, that trauma comes through down the bloodline. And then we have to think about generational curses, what all of that brought into existence, where our parents, because of all of that trauma, they turned out to be very shitty people. And then they raised us in a very shitty way also. So it's so much that has to be unpacked. But I would think the very first thing we need to do is acknowledge the pain. If we keep pretending like it's not there, like these things didn't happen to us, like, oh, you just need to pray about it. No.
I believe so too.
We have to call it.
Exactly. The thing is too, I remember listening to, I was watching a documentary and the guy in the documentary was saying that if Black people really think of the horror that they've been through, just sit and think about it. It will. If you got to tell a story in it, it will take a whole lifetime.
Yeah, I know, and it's. I am a very curious person, so I'm always reading anything from medical journals to neuroscience. it's fascinating to me. The more I read, the more knowledge I consume, especially when it comes to our community, the more enraged I become. And you have to be able to psychologically kind of take it in, understand it, but not become that rage to the point where you're trying to burn the world down.
Yeah, you got to try to control the darkness.
Exactly. And I think that's why I'll never forget growing up, my mom, she never could watch like really tough Black movies that were like based on slavery and
I
stuff
know
like
what you
that.
mean.
She could never watch it because it would make her so uncomfortable. But what we don't realize is ignoring our history, not actually seeing the details, learning the details about what happened to our ancestors. We ignore a side of us that is trying to heal. But if we keep pushing it back and not acknowledging it, we're
Exactly.
never going to heal. And
Exactly.
a lot of people have to do that, but a lot of people are incapable of doing it.
That too. As
So,
you
yeah.
said, some of the people too, like even though you offer them help, they'll just reject it because they don't want to do the work.
What I've come to understand and learn in the many lives that I've lived is that some people enjoy being the victim.
You're right. Always blaming.
Because it's comfortable there.
Yeah.
You don't have to take any type of inventory of what you've done.
No accountability.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So nobody wants to be putting themselves willingly in an uncomfortable position. Nobody wants to do that. Like you have to be a certain level of strong and resilient in order to
True.
really unpack where you've done wrong and then unpack where this may have come from. Because it didn't just, we're not born evil little shits. That's not
True.
That's not how it happens.
Yeah.
Something happened along the way that caused you to form into this person.
It's like learned behavior. Yeah.
Exactly.
Learned behavior.
So you have to be able to look at yourself. That's what I said earlier. Being self-aware is a huge part of it. And most of society, no matter the race or gender, people are not self-aware.
True.
Like they're really not. And being neurodivergent, I have my blind spot is that sometimes I think that other people have the same logic that I do. I am constantly being proven wrong. Constantly being proven wrong when it comes to that. Because it's, I don't know, people being able to see outside of yourself is simply being able to take into consideration other people's feelings, other people's lives, other people's actions. But everyone is so set, me, I want this. They don't think about, okay, so you want to become a trillionaire. Cool. But where is all this money going to come from? Who is going to go without eating because you want to be a trillionaire?
You want to consume so much.
Yeah. Kind of like,
I see your point. I see your point. I see your point.
They want to become what is beneficial to them. They don't care about anyone else or anyone who's going to get into the way. I remember something that used to be said quite a bit when I was younger was always don't burn bridges because you never know when you're going to have to cross that bridge again. That's the saying that people don't really say anymore. Like I haven't heard it in so many years because people don't care. They're very self-centered.
It's all about me, as you said. Yeah.
What can I get from this? What can I obtain from this? And that, to bring it back to dating, that's why I want you to make the first move. Because if you can make the first move, that means you can see outside of yourself. Because when I say in dating, I want someone who has a healthy obsession of me, all that really means is to consider me in every way. Consider me. That's it. Because I'm considering you. So why wouldn't you consider me?
Gotcha. Have you ever made the first move?
Have I made the first move? Like in approaching?
Yeah, like in a relationship sense.
Oh, yeah.
Relationship sense.
In a relationship sense?
Yeah.
I make the first move in creating a safe space for him. Because I don't believe that you should earn a safe space because you should always feel free to be who you are, especially someone that you want to build a life with. You shouldn't have to earn that from me.
Yeah, I agree.
So you automatically are given a safe space. So technically, I do make the first move, but it's not, I don't make them aware of it.
So hold up. Are you a Navy SEAL? You sneaking up on them?
Absolutely.
Oh, Jesus
I took the
Christ.
test when I was in high school and everything.
Oh,
But they
boy.
told me I was too fat. But I definitely tried. But yeah, that's my first move, because it was always years ago, men would say, well, I can't talk to my woman. I don't feel safe there. And everything that I say, they throw it back up in my face. So I was like, okay, cool. Let me actively make sure that that's something that is present immediately from day one. Because it's beneficial for him, but it's also beneficial for me too. Because if you feel comfortable being who you are right out the bat, that means I get to see who you really are and decide if I want you a part of my life. So we don't have to go through this weeks of you pretending to be that nigga, and then finally we come to the realization that I am the realest nigga in the room. So we don't have to do all that. It's unnecessary. So yeah.
You crack me up.
I'm just saying, like, I am often the realest nigga that I know, and it's okay. It's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. I work hard.
You crack me up the way you say those stuff sometimes.
Yeah, realest nigga in the room. I enjoy it.
Give me a time when someone else made the first move, but you didn't like the way they made the move. Like what did you say to them? Like how did you straighten that out?
Okay, foundation. Sometimes I talk to certain men to do research.
Okay.
Because I want to see what happens. And there was this man, he was ex-military, a police officer, and this nigga was Muslim. He was very much like, you got to do everything that I say. I don't really give two shits about what you want, but you have to do what I want.
Okay.
So I wanted to see how his ego worked. Because those type of people are fascinating to me.
Yeah.
Because it's like you have to live in a state of delusion to be that way constantly 24/7.
Yeah.
You have to be in a state of delusion. So and he was super attractive too. I was like, he's pretty. Let's just see what happens. Talking to him, he was very much like, I'm going to come pick you up. We're going to go here. We're going to do that. It was cool first. It's like, okay, initiative, love it. Then it got to when we would have conversations. Again, me reading all the time, I need to have conversations about not just NBA players. Like, can we please talk about something with substance, please?
Yeah, a little variety.
He wasn't good at that.
Oh,
and he would shut the conversation down.
When he found he's not going.
Right, because he thought that I let him lead initially, that he could do it in every single aspect of the relationship. That's when I was like, no, this isn't going to work for me. I had to let that one go because.
Would you consider somebody like that a leader, or what would you consider them to be?
He's not a good leader. He is an egotistical type of leader. He is the type of leader that will sacrifice his queen in order to get what he wants. So yeah, he's a leader in some sort, but just not the one for me.
So he just dropped him like a bad habit.
Yes, absolutely.
God damn. How long did you guys date for?
It was like 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Damn, that's short.
I told you.
This is like hi, hello.
Because I think where a lot of people fall short when it comes to like dating and stuff is that everybody wants to do this whole little, I don't know. It's like a little dance that people want to do. Like, oh, let's just pretend like I'm such a good person. You're such a good person. Yeah. Let's just pretend like we're just here. Like, I just want you so much. I don't have time for that. Tell me who you are, really. I want to know who you are in the middle of the night when it's just you and God.
Mm-hmm.
Who is that man? That's who I need to know, because that's who I would build a life with. I'm not going to do this whole pixie dust era with you where we just pretend like we're so into each other. No,
You
because
ain't got time for that.
right, it takes me a minute to even acknowledge that I really do like you. Like it takes a minute, and you have to prove to me that you are worth it. Because if you're not, why are you here? You should not have access to me.
Shouldn't have access.
Yeah, you should not have access.
So then you took away all access.
Absolutely.
How did you think you felt like when, like did you stop calling or did?
Yeah, I just stopped talking to him.
And you never talked to him again.
No.
How did you think you felt? Like I know you didn't talk to him, so you could just give based on your observation of the way things went down.
Being that he's very egotistical, he probably, it didn't really matter to him at first, but it's in those small moments when he talks to other people or other women, and he was like, "Damn, you know what? I didn't have to worry about this because she automatically gave me that safe space. I felt comfortable with her." Those are the moments when it's going to register to him that he really fucked up.
I see.
So that's, but initially he probably didn't give two shits about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What other good qualities that you saw that you liked? Other than the leading part, like what other, or if there is any that you noticed?
He had pretty skin. Nice teeth.
He used his lotion.
Yeah.
He put his lotions on.
And he had big hands and a wide back too.
Oh,
like,
Jesus.
He was very muscular. He was obsessed with being in the gym. Kind of think this nigga was bisexual.
Oh, Lord.
Because he would always, like, every time he was around men, he always wanted to talk about working out. It was like, "Oh yeah, I'm real buff, and like, you should see my muscles." And I'm like, "Do you want these men to touch you?"
Yeah, that's crazy.
Why are you flexing like that?
Yeah. It's like that's the first thing he brings up. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Or probably just obsessed with going to the gym and work out. You got guys like that.
Very much so.
Yeah, you got guys like that. That's all they do. That's all they want to talk about. There's nothing else.
And I get it. I mean, be healthy. That is amazing. That is dope. But if that's your personality, babe, I need you to go outside more, because there's more to life than
go outside and find something else to do other than go to the gym.
I appreciate it because I'm fluffy and I like to be lifted. To pick me up. Okay. So yeah, I do want you to work out. Be strong. That's awesome.
Be strong.
But let's have more to talk about than how much you can bench press.
Bench press, yeah.
That's not entertaining.
Yeah, you're right. Some guys are just stuck on the same thing that they do every single day. I remember watching a YouTube video where they had it's like the speed dating thing where you go to one table, you spend a couple of minutes, you go to that. This guy, every table he go to and every woman he spoke to, all he was doing was talk about himself.
You'll be surprised how often that happens. Like,
really?
Yes, dating men is so weird. Oh, it's so weird. They always, and then they don't. Because anybody hears this, they're like, "Oh, she hates men."
No.
Because I do to a certain extent. But it's like a certain demographic of men that I hate.
What's the demographic that you don't like? Break it down.
Niggas that don't take care of their kids.
Oh, okay.
Men that are
I don't think other men
abusive.
like them either.
They friends with them. So
yeah, but you have to understand the way guys are friends with each other. We know that he's not taking his responsibilities serious, right? But we're not going to trust him to do certain things for us or try to go help or hang out with us in certain situations because we know him. We're going to talk to him.
Why?
Yeah, we're going to talk to him. Why? Because that's what we do. No. We're going to talk to you, but we'll be up front and tell you, yeah, you're a piece of shit. Everybody knows
that's
that.
Stupid. No, if I come across a bitch that's not taking care of her kids, I'm going to try to get her arrested. I'm not going to be friends with the motherfucker. Y'all are weird. Oh
no. The way guys do is like, we can use them for other stuff. Like he could be the guys that could give us like, let's say he don't take care of his kids at all. He got like 4 or 5 kids, right?
So what you
And he work
saying?
in a car dealership. We could use him to get a car.
What you saying is all men are users. Is that what you're saying?
Everybody's a users,
No,
men
no,
and women.
no,
Yeah. Everybody's a users.
no,
Everybody uses each other for something.
First of all, I'm not going to be friends with somebody that I fucking hate in order to use them. No, that's what y'all.
But
situation.
no. But we don't really hate them. We understand it. We don't condone it, but we understand it. There's a difference.
How do you understand a man not taking care of you?
There's a difference. We understand it.
How do you understand that?
And he knows,
I don't understand.
we know that what he's doing.
Mhm.
He's fully aware.
No.
You know what I'm saying? But we're not just going to stop talking to him.
You should. Like, people. Okay, this is my thought process.
Uh-huh.
I am really making your table oily because I am so moisturized. But my thought process is
Mhm.
people that do bad things, they should be shunned from society.
Mm-hmm.
At every single waking moment of their life,
Yeah.
they should be reminded how they are such a piece of shit. And if they do not change and be better, they will continue to be viewed as a piece of shit. So you don't
agree.
get I don't even want them to have access to food, but that's going to cause death. So you can't really do that part. But you definitely should not have access to good people when you're a shitty person.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I don't understand y'all logic. And for men, y'all's friendship is not as deep or intertwined as women's.
No, we
friendship
don't.
is.
No, we don't take things that serious.
Because there's so many videos, especially on TikTok, and where men were doing like an experiment.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll never forget this one video where the guy, he had recently broke up with his girlfriend.
Uh-huh.
They had been friends for years. They've met the girl, spent time with the girl,
Mhm.
all of that. He's done all their business. His friends was like, "Oh, I didn't know you was even in a relationship."
Exactly. You know. But I mean, we're not in your business like that. We don't need to know everything you do. We got our life. We got our own thing going on. When we hanging out, whatever we doing, whether we playing soccer or we talking about the hardest cars or sports or whatever. That's what we do. Other than that,
So
you do what you
superficial.
do. I do what I do.
It's so surface level. That is not a real friendship. That is a work colleague. It's not a friendship. Oh my God.
But this is what we do.
No, that's
This
not
is what we
healthy.
do.
This is why y'all be alone. This is why y'all deal with so much like suicidal tendencies and stuff, and like y'all deal with loneliness because y'all don't build community with each other. That's not healthy.
Let me explain something to you.
Mhm.
Every man as a kid growing up, I'll say by the age of 15, 16 going up there,
It's psychotic.
every man knows for a fact he is the only one in his life that will care about himself the way he does.
I mean, that's true for every human.
But hold on, watch where I'm going with this.
Okay.
Loneliness for a man is normal. This is just in our nature. I understand where you're coming from, but I've recognized this growing up as a kid that as a man, loneliness is just part of who you are. This is just what it is.
Okay.
Loneliness does not bother me
So
at all.
So maybe we shouldn't frame it as loneliness
Exactly.
because
It's like being peace by being by yourself. Like you're in
right,
peace.
but
Yeah.
that's solitude. That's not so much as alone because there's a difference between being alone and
Yeah.
being lonely.
I agree.
Y'all niggas is lonely.
I don't think so. I
You
don't
are.
think so.
Statistics prove it.
Do
You
you
are.
do you do
Not
you
you, but
do you actually ask like some of the guys?
Yeah.
And what they say? Do they say they're lonely?
Yeah.
I've never heard any guy friend I ever had say I'm lonely. I
Well-
never heard that.
Well,
Now-
you're also not me. So.
That too. But I mean, they never come out and say, oh, man, I'm just lonely, man. I'm just looking for either a girl or someone to hang out with. Now, I know they have kids, like, the kids who get bullied and stuff.
Mhm.
They're pretty lonely because it's like everybody's just friends with other people except them. So it's like they kind of singled out.
Yeah.
That I can get.
Right.
I've seen that happen. I actually help kids like that.
Right.
Like as a kid growing up myself, I remember when you have kids that used to be in fights all the time. And it's not because they starting to fight, it's because other kids starting to fight with them. So
Right.
I used to jump in and stop it. I stopped so many goddamn fights, man.
You're such a good person, Swaggy.
Because I don't like to see people just abuse other people for no goddamn reason. No, if you start this shit or you look for it,
Right. That's
I'm gonna
different.
leave you let you get your ass beat.
That's I'm gonna actually pour lighter fluid on the fire.
Exactly,
Start that
exactly,
shit.
exactly.
What?
Exactly.
No, it's so when I have these conversations with men, they don't flat out come and say, "Hey, I'm lonely,"
Mm-hmm.
but being that I'm good at reading people,
Mm-hmm.
you can tell that they're lonely
That little only.
because they don't have hobbies. Like they don't have hobbies. They don't have anything they're passionate about. They don't have anything like they do consistently, like brings them joy.
Mm-hmm.
You're bound to be lonely if you don't have those things because it's just you. Like, what do you find? Because life is hard as shit. Okay,
It is. It is.
extremely hard.
I always say that the hardest thing in life is being a human being,
Yes,
being yourself.
yes,
The things you have to do every day when you get up.
exactly.
It's a lot. That's what I always say. Whenever you're in
It's-
a relationship with someone, if they're not bringing you peace,
Mhm.
there's no reason you should be with them. Because it's already so difficult being yourself.
Yeah.
Why would you add another person on top with all the crap you're already going through? Add another person on top to bring even more stress and more headaches.
But you'd be surprised. These are the main ones that want to be in relationships because they don't. You know why? If there is like, okay, me and you in a room together.
Mm-hmm.
If there was, let's say that you have really hard thoughts, but because you're around me,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm charismatic, I make you laugh, and all these things, we're having a conversation, I make you think. Those dark voices, they're not as loud anymore because you're focusing on the other person.
Mm-hmm.
That's why people prefer to be around other people so they don't have to focus
that's what
on
you're saying.
the emptiness, the loneliness. So
Yeah.
that those are the main people that always want to be in
With
relationships.
somebody, yeah.
Motherfucker like me.
What? Let me.
I like being by myself.
Let me
Because
myself.
I go on the most adventures by myself. It's so fun. Oh my God. It's hilarious. Like I literally be in my house walking around like Winnie the Pooh. I don't have to worry about other people.
Yeah, I
It's
understand.
so fun.
I mean, it's like everybody has their own personality. As you said, some people just like being with other people, like being around other people. They don't want to be with them. Just like you have those people who they broke up with somebody next week.
Can't be alone.
They find some, yeah.
They
find
cannot
somebody.
be alone. It's one thing for us to have different personalities. Those are the nuances that makes us different.
Mm-hmm.
What people don't seem to understand is that everyone likes to say, "Oh, I'm so different. I'm so different." No, not in actuality. If we break it down, really, humans are a part of different archetypes. So we have the eldest daughters. We have the really strong Caribbean men.
Okay.
Those are archetypes.
Mm-hmm.
You're not the only person in those archetypes. There's millions of you.
Yeah, tons.
But the nuances, those are what makes us different. Those are what makes us who we are. Like, I don't know if I ever told you this. I have a weird obsession with watching all Godzilla movies.
Yeah, you did. Yeah,
So
I remember
like,
that.
obsessed with Sherlock Holmes. Anything that has Sherlock Holmes in it, I want to watch
Oh,
it.
Godzilla.
Those are my nuances. But when it comes to, I don't know, it's like people, it's okay for you to want to be around people, for you to want to have community, things like that.
Yeah.
But can you be by yourself? This is why a lot of people grew suicidal during COVID when we were on lockdown.
Because they're by themselves.
And this is also why a lot of marriages fell apart.
And I think those people who marriages fell apart during COVID, they never really had much in common or much love for each other to begin with. So by them seeing each other every day in the same house, seeing each other every day, the reality, they couldn't fight the reality.
They had
so it showed
things
up
to distract them
yeah.
from the voices, from the real shit that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
They had things to distract them, but now you're in the house with the thing that bothers the fuck out of you. You're gonna drive yourself insane.
Yeah.
So that's how it works. Like you gotta be comfortable in your own skin. You have to be.
I agree.
Have to be. That's why I'm always confused. Well, I'm not so much confused. I get it because of societal norms, but a lot of women like my age and older, they don't like getting older.
Why is that's a good question? I always notice that too. Why is that?
Well,
I mean, what do you think that happens?
Look at the society has always been extremely hard on women. When you look throughout history, bigger men were actually praised and seen as a sign of having more money because you're bigger. Bigger women, it was never like, oh, I got.
You mean bigger like in size or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like in size, like we've always had to be a certain type of look, whatever society deemed that we should look like at that point in time.
But a lot of the time too, the society is women that promoting that. The fashion industry,
Who
makeup,
who is
all those
over
stuff.
who's over all of these things? Who are the actual CEOs
I
of
mean,
these
yeah, you're right.
companies?
A
So,
lot of
exactly.
men
So
that fund
who's
it.
making the rules?
Just like with feminism, men fund it.
Who's making the rules?
You're right.
It's not always women. Like, we may be the face of it,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
the
I
ones
got
who
you.
are behind it, those are the ones are critiquing it and saying that no, you need to be not a size 2. I want you a 0, bitch. I want you to eat air on a regular basis. That's
God,
it.
how you do that?
Obviously, I wouldn't know, babe. I'm hungry right now, so I wouldn't know. But it's because of those things women have always, because initially, women have never really been seen as humans.
Really?
We've always been seen as something, an object to obtain. The whole concubines, kings, we were something to obtain. We were not seen as actual humans. It wasn't until the late 60s that we were allowed to have our own debit cards and credit cards. We've only been able to buy our own homes for like the past 50 years. That's it. We've always been seen as something to obtain. That's it. So when you take that and then you take societal norms of what we're supposed to look like, they don't factor in, oh, this is a human being. She can look however she wants to, what makes her comfortable. No, they see us as objects. So it's like, nope, I want my object young, thin, tight cooch. That's what I want. That's what she has to be. That's literally all it is. The whole rhetoric of, oh, when you're 30 or really when you're over 25, you're hit the wall, you're no good, you're old and you're dried up. That's what has always been told to women is youth is beauty. Older women aren't beautiful. Youth is what's beauty. That has always been the narrative. So when you don't have women who can really see outside of themselves or really embrace and love themselves, they take on that mindset also. So that's why they're like, oh, I'm not 40, I'm just 20. So with that being how society is driven, of course, women are going to be like, no, I don't want to age, because society makes us feel that we're only relevant when we're young. Yeah. That's it. We're not
when
relevant
older,
anymore.
you're not relevant.
Exactly. Like, this is when people see me, it's a compliment. I get it.
What do they say?
People don't think that I'm 37, about to be 38.
Why not? Does they look too young?
I think I look my age. But for society, because getting older is, oh my God, no. Supposed to look old hag. What do you mean? Yeah. It's supposed to be a mole growing out the side of your face. Oh,
it's not that for everybody.
Exactly. Like, I'm supposed to have a beard by now. No, that's not the thing. Like, I'm 37, not 67.
I know. I've seen people in their 60s looks like in their 30s because they take care of themselves, they eat right, they exercise. So it's hard sometimes to tell how old someone is just by looking at them.
Absolutely. The women in my family, they don't really age.
Okay. So you guys in your genes.
Right. Especially, I'm a millennial, so we kind of came out the womb looking old.
What does that mean? How you coming in the womb looking? I mean, I've heard of stories with babies, like when they're born, they have that like a face of an older person.
I look like a little mole.
What you mean?
I was so chocolate.
Yeah.
I was discolored.
You got pictures?
No, not in my phone. I have one when I'm like a little bit older now.
Oh, okay. I got one, but I was like probably a couple months.
I look like a little grumpy old man.
Yeah.
That's so like when I was first born, I look like a little old man. And then in first grade, I don't think my mom actually liked me because she gave me a Jerry curl in the first grade.
Jerry curl in the first grade?
Yeah, and I was a chunky baby. I was chunky, and it was school day. We were taking pictures, class pictures. I had on a white dress, Jerry curl, white bow. I looked like the teacher's assistant. I was the same height as the teacher. So,
wow.
Yeah, so I always looked old. And now that my face fits in with my age, I look younger. So as I get older, my face is kind of just going to stay this. So yeah, I did it in reverse. That's usually
That's interesting. Because I remember like growing up, I remember where like I heard my aunt say something like, they remember growing up with some kids and they will look so old when they're young, but when they get older, it's like the reverse happened. They're looking
Yeah.
much younger.
Nobody believed I was my age when I was a teenager. Everybody thought I was older because I looked older. So now that
I wonder what causes that. If it's like something in the genes that causing that, or
um
I don't know. I don't know what causes that.
my dad was a crackhead, so that may have been it. To be honest with you, that may have been it. Don't do drugs,
My
kids.
goodness.
Don't do
My
drugs.
goodness.
Just don't do drugs, kids. That's
When
definitely.
the last time you spoke to your dad?
He actually died at the beginning of last year.
Oh, sorry to
Yeah.
hear that.
Oh, no, it's okay. He didn't like me and I didn't like him. It's okay. Perfectly fine.
You guys never had a good relationship?
Mm-mm. He's a crackhead. What do you say? The
Like you
motherfucker.
mean like he's a for real?
Well, he was a functioning one.
It's functional.
Yeah,
What is it? Like you get a job, it works?
Yeah, like he was truck driver, drove trains.
Okay.
He was like 2 feet tall, but
He loved the stuff.
yeah, like he was a very much a manly man. But yeah, no, because you have to understand, I'm from the backwoods of Alabama. My father is from backwoods of Alabama.
Damn. That's way back.
Yeah, it's like a swamp type of situation. So, of course, there was no emphasis on healthy communication, a healthy mental state. None of that was a thing because it wasn't even a thing for me.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
of course, it wasn't a thing for him.
You have to learn that.
Right. So, all
Yeah.
his toxicity just combined and just kept festering as he got older until he just turned into this brick of a man.
A brick.
Brick of
Why
a
you gotta
man.
be a brick?
Because he was null of emotions and human characteristics. He was just a brick.
Damn.
That was it.
Probably was going through a lot.
He probably did.
Yeah, a lot of mental stuff going on there.
But he also did a lot of other treacherous shit to other people. So yeah, you can only feel so sorry for people, like, because at some point you have to take accountability for it. Like, yes, I was done wrong, but why should I do wrong to other innocent people?
I know. I just say hurt people, hurt other people.
Exactly. So like, but in the fact that they hurt other people, that means that they get off on it. They enjoy that.
Yeah, there's people like that. I never understand that.
Oh, those are demons. Those aren't people.
There's demons?
Yeah, those aren't humans at all. Those are fucking demons. Yeah. Not human, void of all emotions. Those aren't real humans. Yeah, it's really sad.
But people like that too, not only they have a lot of mental issues, I think a lot of them too, they get some type of glory in it. Like the way it makes, just like the guy he was talking about that you went on a date with, the way he was feeling like in charge, like he want to do everything his way or the highway.
It's so, even what people don't understand is people who have these really bad toxic characteristic traits, they oftentimes do these things because they're so hollow on the inside. So the only way for them to feel any type of human emotion is by inflicting pain on others.
Yeah.
So that's how they feel something, because they rather feel something than nothing at
Nothing at all.
So that's what they do. They inflict pain on others. That's the only way that they can feel something as a human.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. It's very dark psychology.
That's crazy.
Really weird.